Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and today we're going to continue our march through the starter decks, the multicolor ones. Now in the previous video we went over Walk the Plank, and tonight we're looking at Chaos and Mayhem, and you can tell by the photo on the box that you get a Rekindling Phoenix inside, which is absolutely outstanding. It is a staple in any red deck, and there's a lot of good staples in here as well. So Shock, of course, staple in any red deck. This replaced Lightning Bolt back in my day because I'm so used to having a 1 red cost 3 damage, but no, you get 2 for this one. Still just as good and still a standard staple in any red deck. Doomed Dissenter, when this one dies, you can create a 1/1 or 2/2 black zombie in return. This was great in the old zombie decks of old, but when we lost the Amonkhet block, we lost a lot of the good fillers and a lot of the good creatures that help synergize with those zombie decks. So he's still kind of a remnant in that when he was reprinted in M19, so he's back again. Reassembling Skeleton, one of my favorite cards from M19. Not super great competitively, but it's fantastic to be able to toss out a 1/1, have it get hit by a gigantic creature like your Nullhide Ferox, for example, and then just pay 2 mana to bring it back over and over and over and over again. Fantastic card. I know a lot of people don't see the competitive values in it, but I just think it's hysterical. Goblin Investigator, this one's basically 2 goblins for 2 mana. When he comes in, he creates a 1/1 red goblin. This is another good staple for the red goblin decks. Be building one of those here soon too. Swab Goblin, not so much. He's basically a red bear, a 2/2 red bear. That's all he does. More murders. In the previous deck we had 3 murders. We get 3 more murders inside this deck as well. Fantastic card. As I stated in my previous video, it doesn't suffer from the issues that Cast On suffers, where it can't target a legendary creature. You can kill anything as long as it's not hexproof. Ravenous Harpy, meh. I mean, it is a black flyer. It's okay. If you sacrifice another creature, you can put a +1/+1 counter on it. So there is some synergy that you could really use with this in Reassembling Skeleton, where you're sacrificing Reassembling Skeleton, putting the +1/+1 counter on him, and then bringing the skeleton back, and then just continuously do that and build this thing up. I could see that working. We'll find out how that works. Act of Treason, great card. This is an amazing draft card, by the way. If you ever draft an M19 draft, this is a great card. So if somebody else has got a creature that you like and you want it, you gain control over it for a turn, and you get to haste and get to attack with it. It's awesome. Great little common card for red. Don't see a lot of it in the red decks because obviously they go more for burn, but it's a great little combat trick. Blood Divination, as additional casting cost, you have to sacrifice a creature. We're beginning to recognize a trend here, but of course all of them are hinging on 2 creatures that you have in your deck, which are reoccurring creatures, but it does give you the ability to draw some card, give you a little bit of card advantage. This is one of the first combos I saw when M19 came out, and this is, again, I'm pointing towards Reassembling Skeleton, but you sacrifice the Reassembling Skeleton to get the Demon of Catastrophes out, which is a 6/6 flying trample. And I know everyone's making a big deal about the Surveil one, the Whisperer, but darn it, I mean, he's still 6/6 flying trample. No, he doesn't have Surveil, and he's not costing you life, but he is still a 6/6 flying trample for 4 mana. So, pretty good. Gravedigger has been around forever. Whenever he comes into play, pull a card out of your graveyard and put it back into your hand. This is a Raise the Dead and a 2/2 zombie as well. Goblin Trashmaster, one of the rares in here. All other goblins you control gain +1/+1, and you can sacrifice a goblin to destroy target artifact. Now, what's interesting about that to me, with the exception of a couple of goblins, there's a lot of goblin synergy in this one, so he feels really out of place in this deck. I mean, maybe he might make a difference, possibly. The Rekindling Phoenix, if you don't know what Rekindling Phoenix is, this is a staple mythic inside of most red burn decks. 4/4 to 4/3 for 4 mana flying. Whenever it dies, it becomes a 0/1 token, and at the beginning of your next upkeep, you can pull this card back out of your library, put it onto the battlefield, and it gains haste. So basically, unless you're able to kill that little egg, Rekindling Phoenix just keeps recurring over and over and over again. So I guess there is some synergies. I guess you could do it with Graveyard or the Demon of Catastrophe too, maybe. Brawl-Bash Ogre is a 3/3. Whenever the Brawl-Bash attacks, you may sacrifice another creature to give it, if you do, give it +2/+2. You can make it a 5/5. I'm seeing a lot of sacrificing your own creatures. Open the Graves. Whenever a non-token creature dies, this helps you build up more zombies. So when you're sacrificing creatures to Brawl-Bash Ogre or the Demon of Catastrophes or Blood Divination, you're gaining zombies in the process. Siege Gang Commander, when he enters the egg, gets 3 little 1/1s to go along with him, and then you can sacrifice goblins to do 2 damage to any target. Like that card. That's also a staple in most of the goblin decks, especially if you have a bunch of goblin tokens floating around. Just burn them off and start doing damage. Gravewaker, this one came in the Welcome deck. 6 mana for 5/5, not bad, and then you can spend 7 mana to return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So there is some recursion built in with this one. Again, with all the starter decks with these ones, comes with 10 and 10 of each individual ones. You do get 4 of the common tap lands, dual lands, and then you get 1 Dragonskull Summit, the rare, that comes into play. So let's go give this one a try. Chaos and Mayhem. This is the second time I've done that, where I double-click on the deck, and I only really want to click it once. Turn the volume down. I know you guys might not be able to hear, but I'm blowing up my eardrums here. Quantum 396. I feel like there is a quantum weight associated to that. I go first. Yay! Doomed Dissenter and a couple of Acts of Treason. So I don't get creatures, but I can steal yours for 3 mana. Sure, why not? Let's see what happens. He must be weighing his options heavily. Be a gentleman and say hello. Drop that mountain and make him think I'm playing Redburn, and he'll quit right now, and I'll win. No? Oh, he's playing blue. I think if he's playing Walk the Plank, that's actually going to be really kind of funny. The starter deck that we just played, or an iteration of it. Wait, oh, I don't have any blue mana. It'd be so cool if I could just sacrifice, like, gain control of it with Act of Treason and then sacrifice. Oh, I can. That's what the Brawl-Basher's for. I can gain control of his creatures and then sacrifice them to Brawl-Basher. That's the combo. I like it. Now I get it. Chart the course. Very nice. Let's just roll right on in with a Reassembling Skeleton, shall we? This is one of the things I love about black decks. We lost a lot of it with Dread Wanderer going out, but the artifact from the Kaladesh block that allowed you to pull it out of the graveyard. I love black recursion, like being this is this is the exact deck. That's awesome. Oh, he didn't pay any life for it. Okay, so now we've got the combo online. Oh, this is going to be funny. I'm going to be able to Act of Treason, take his creatures, and then sacrifice them to him. Oh, but this is going to be... I'm giddy. I'm gleeful. This is going to be fun. Although we know that deck has murders in it. 3 of them. We know that deck has Ravenous Chupacabras in it. 2 of them. So he has ways of dealing with them. But oh boy, please let me do it once. That's all I want is just one time. You can bash my face in after that, but I just want it one time. I'm gonna bounce it. Yep. Who didn't see that coming? Ooh, he's paying their life. Oh, well, here's another combo online. No, thank you. Oh, come on. There's some... I can see it. I can see my victory ahead of me. Hostage Taker. What happens if I Act of Treason his Hostage Taker? He's going to be able to cast that. Well, you're going to help me out. So you can do that. That's okay. Take more damage for me. Nope. No such luck. I have a whole bunch. He is going to cast my... That's okay, because I'll take it back. I have 3 Act of Treasons in my hand. So if he doesn't do it this turn, I'm gonna have to swing in with him. I'm gonna pull the reassembling skeleton back. Because when I get him back, it's gonna make me take another creature. It's gonna make me do it again. Nope, he's gonna do it this turn. Alright, well, I'll take control of your creature, pump, kill you, and then sacrifice it. You can't have my critter. That's not cool. I'm not down with that. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, your little 1/1 flyer is getting annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so first thing is first. I'm gonna Act of Treason. Take that. No, you stay back. And then sacrifice that. You can't have him. Oh no, what do you do? Okay. You don't know that I'm going to do it again. And again. With him in my graveyard, by the way, that does give him the option to bring him back out of the graveyard. We do have options for that. I'm with Chump Block here. Because he doesn't know I'm going to steal that creature too. No, I'm going to steal that creature and then kill it. So frustrating. This is the deck I just played. That won him the game. Did it? Yeah, he's still gonna win the game. Darn it. This has been a good game. And I love playing the non-power decks where we're just kind of like vying for position against each other with some of the starter decks. This is like more fun Magic to me. Like when you get into a game and you're like 2 turns in, you're like, oh, he's playing Redburn. Oh, he's playing, is it, you know, Counterburn. Oh, he's doing, when you already know the deck and you're like, your deck is either going to win or not win that matchup. I know he's got combat tricks. Let's 5, 6, 7, 8. That's gonna take me down to 1. No, he's got. I didn't even see the attack symbol on there. No, he's gonna beat me here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good game, my friend. That was a good game. For some reason, I thought that he did not block me. You already had the game won. Why? Okay, that makes you feel better. And you did it after the block was declared? You should have did it before. If that's really was your purpose for that one. Alright, good game. We'll get one more in with this one. as I'm playing it, I'm beginning to feel the synergies of this deck, and it is kind of it's a cool little deck. I do wish that they had put more of those synergies in that they were going for. Yeah, there's definitely some filler creatures in there that I don't know that for the purposes of this that I would have done. There's definitely a sack creature kind of theme going to it. I go first. Yay, me. Yep, more sack creatures and 2 Acts of Treason. We're going to keep that. Scorpion. Ooh. Ooh, he's going down to 5. Oh, that can't be good for him. That's never a good sign. I think I'm playing Redburn for a second. Ah, he played a forest. Scholar and a gentleman. I'll show you my red bear here in a second. Yeah, that green deck's got some scary things in there. Come on, help me out. I want a 2/2 zombie. Thank you. I've got 2 Acts of Treason. When he gets his big creatures out. Ooh. So part of me doesn't want to kill his ramp. Because I want him to get those big creatures so I can hit him in the face with his own creatures. Rekindling Phoenix. And no mana to cast it. No, I'm good. Probably shouldn't have attacked with the Doomed Dissenter. I probably should have just sacked the Doomed Dissenter to it and gotten the +1/+1 counter in there. That was a misplay. I can keep sacrificing Rekindling Phoenix to it on his turn. Aww. That wasn't very nice of you. I could have Act of Treason and then taken control of the creature and then sacked it to him. Why, that wasn't very nice at all. Not liking the lack of mana here. I like how you oops. That's okay because you didn't mess anything up. I'm not doing anything. Sure. Don't kill my bear. Not the bear. He wasted a Titanic growth on that. Okay. Not liking the lack of mana here. Gigantosaurus. That's my homeboy right there. Sure. So we are going to Act of Treason. You're a Gigantosaurus and punch you in the face with it. Oh, I know, that's awful. It would be a shame if I had to do it again. Oh, now he's just dropping all the creatures. Sure. Okay, so as funny as it would be to have this out and then Act of Treason And then, yeah, I can't. I've got 6 life. I need that to go away. It would be funny. I'm not going to lie. Six, 7. Yeah, I got to stop this way 3. That stinks. Darn it. I feel like I've got the right combination of the gun of it. So I may stand corrected on this little starter deck. While I recognize that the combos didn't all fire off the way that they were supposed to, mostly due to my poor play, this does have some synergies into it. So let's take a look a little bit further into that. What would we remove and what would we add? Because I have to admit, I really like that. So there's a couple of things. The shocks we never saw. Doomed Dissenter, I can kind of see going in for that. I definitely see that going in for this. This gives you a little bit more tokens for doing it. I'd probably drop these 2. I think you have enough sacrificial lambs. Maybe definitely add another murder to this. If you're really going for the, I want to be able to 4 Act of Treasons and do this, you need multiple methods. So maybe bump this up to 4 of these. Blood Divinations, maybe. Gravedigger, I'd toss. Although I can toss. Definitely bump this up to a minimum of 2 Demons of Catastrophe. Toss the Trashmaster. I mean, not really that. Maybe bump. This is where it's going to kill you, is you get the other mythic, but maybe bump this up. I had to bump this up to 4 of these. Open the graves. Drop. Maybe he gives you a whole bunch of those. Gravewaker. I'd probably drop the Gravewaker out too. So like, if you really wanted to, it's not going to take that many cards, and they're not super expensive. As far as the rarity level is concerned, Murder's only an uncommon. You already have the 4 Acts of Treasons. Ravenous Harpy is only an uncommon. The Demon of Catastrophes are rare, but you're only looking to grab 1. The Rekindling Phoenix is 1 mythic, and the Brawl-Bash Ogre is only another uncommon. So for just a couple of uncommons, you could really kind of refine this deck and make it a little bit better. If you have suggestions on how you would make this deck better, let me know. Drop a like down there and hit a comment and let me know how you would make this one just a hair better. I think I'm onto something there. I think I might toy with this and see what I can come up with once I get my monocolor decks down. So I do hope you enjoyed. If you did like the content you're looking, I do have a Patreon out there. That is patreon.com/oldguygaming. And until then, we shall see you next time in the arena.